What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Ashley. For those who are new here, hello and welcome. And for all of my returning subscribers, hey. So today we are inside because I need to resow some seeds. So today we just gonna get right into it and just make this sort of like a chatty thing. I didn't want to do anything like super formal. I kind of showed you guys already how I sow my seeds. The only thing that I'm doing differently here is I'm going to germinate all of these indoors just so it's a speedy process, perfect environment, so on and so forth. And I'm not going to waste any time. Like once these are out of the ground, I am going to put them outside immediately. That way they can be acclimated. There won't be a hardening off period or anything. Once they come up and I get one set of true leaves, I'm going for the gusto and I'm just setting them outside because at this point, technically we are outside of our final frost. So I have my seeds that I need to resow. Some of these did come up in the tray. I've showed you guys, if you've been here before, then you've seen. I'm keeping the tray out in my greenhouse just because some of this stuff didn't come up. I didn't want to disturb the rest of them. So those are out there, but I have just these little 3-cell trays that I probably should clean out. But honestly, I just pulled all of this stuff out. So I don't believe that there's like any disease or anything that I need to wash away. So I have these. I'm literally putting 2 seeds per cell of each one of these varieties that I need to resow. And I should probably, get the soil moist just to make things a little easier because this stuff is bone dry, child. So let me do that. I don't know why I decided to do this in my dining room. Probably because it's just like a good sunny spot so you guys can see what I got going on. But anyways, I moistened the soil a little bit. Yeah, this wasn't a good idea, but whatever. So, how is everything going with you guys? I want to talk about failures and successes. I feel like all in all, my seed starting efforts have been going really, really good. But I'm making space to just learn and also make mistakes along the way. So with this particular situation, I wanted to see if I would be able to start some of these warm weathered crops outside in the elements, and it proved to not be the best way of going about it, which again, totally fine. Sometimes you just have to try. And so that's what I did in this situation. But I didn't let that deter me from still starting seeds ahead of time. I wanted to do some direct sowing, but to be honest, I haven't always had the best success with my direct sowing because we have squirrels. And these squirrels, as you know, they like to dig little holes and they just, they wreak havoc on my garden spaces, mostly just because, they just move things around. And so this year I really wanted to focus on making my garden space as beautiful and kind of have some design and some order to the garden space. I know that's not, it's not always functional for people to have like, an actual design in mind, but I kind of do. And I want to maximize my space as much as possible. And that's the way I feel like I will be able to do it, is if I have some order to this space. So I have my soil in my little cells here. And like I said, I'm just going to put 2 seeds in each one. I really only need 1 of each of these varieties. And these are all of the seeds that I started for my 4-week starting. So even though I'm already past my last frost date, like I said, as soon as these come up, I'm going to be putting them outside. I probably will go on ahead and put them in the ground, to be honest, because some of these things don't like their roots to be agitated too much. So it just makes sense if I just get them a good start indoors. As soon as they come up or get a first leaf, then, or first true leaf, then I'll put them outside. I feel like I'm repeating myself a lot. So, all right, let me kind of, I probably should have brought a towel, but whatever. All right, so I already have my labels here. So I am just going to try to organize this to where it makes the most sense as far as where I want to put what. So this is squash. All right. So I have everything labeled and I just staggered the tags. So let's go through and make it do what it do. All right, so the honey nut squash, first things first. And again, I'm putting just 2 seeds per cell. And right now I'm just gonna set them on top. All right, we got the Tromboncino, which is another climber. 2 of those babies. It's a lot of cucumbers, but I have a lot of trellis space this year because of the Titan squash trellis that I purchased from Gardener Supply. I increased my growing space significantly by adding that to the garden, and I'm hoping that it works out well. I feel like it's tall enough for me to put 2 different varieties on each side. I may just put the larger squash, so like the Tromboncino and the honey nut on one side, but we'll see. You know, like I said, we'll see how that ends up working out. All right, and in addition to these things, I wanted to go on ahead and direct sow some nasturtiums, but first I do need to soak these. So I'm just gonna pull out a handful of those to stick in some water. And then I wanted to direct sow some zinnias as well. So let's tuck all of these babies in. All right, so now that we have all of those sown, we have our nasturtium soaking, which these will need to soak for a little while, so I may not get those out in the ground until tomorrow. But like I said, I wanted to direct sow some zinnias, and I do still need to pick out some sunflowers to sow. Definitely want to bring all the bees to the yard. So we have to have some pollinators out there. Last year, I sowed a lot of sunspot dwarf sunflower, and I like these, but it didn't quite give me the impact that I wanted. So I think I am going to go for the Gusto again this year. The first year that I had my raised beds, I put mammoth sunflowers in there. And when I tell y'all, these got at least 10 feet tall and they made such a huge impact. All of my neighbors loved them. So I'm going to do these again this year. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to have, I'm thinking that I'm going to put them in the middle of the garden So not quite a full row, but some just like kind of framing the garden. So let's grab those. And I'm trying to decide if I want to do, maybe I can do some of the Oklahoma white zinnias. And I also have some Envy zinnias. And let's see. I already have calendula out there. Also have Purple Prince zinnia. We're going for a lot of zinnias here. And I think that's it. I could do some teddy bear, sunflower. Yeah, let's do some of that too. All right. So let's go on ahead and we're gonna water these seeds in and we're going to go and direct sow some flowers. Oh, that's so exciting. Somebody is up just in time to help out. You wanna go outside? We're gonna do some bubbles too. Let's do some bubbles. Say. What the world? I'm cleaning my little shed off and look at who I found. Are you comfortable back here, buddy? I don't want to ruin your little habitat here, but I'm trying to stay clean. You're the cutest little thing. Yes, you are. Maybe you want to go and live in the garden? All right. You are free to roam, young man. Enjoy where there are plenty of bugs. Bugs of plenty. All right, so the vision is putting sunflowers here. I put two different types, the mammoth and the teddy bear here and here. And then on the outer corners there, and then some zinnias bordering these two beds. All right, so that is it for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this quick look of me re-sowing some seeds as well as direct sowing some flowers. I hope you all are well. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure that you hit it with a thumbs up. If you enjoy the channel, make sure that you subscribe. And until the next time, I wish you all health, wealth, and prosperity. Peace out.